What it do, man? It's your guy, Two Looker, coming to you with another public announcement in regards to those stimulus checks and how they're getting to you or how they're not getting to you. And this is the part, I say B, keeping it real 2020 in regards to this. In the previous videos, I gave you keys on how to utilize the United States Postal Service tools to address some of your concerns with receiving your stimulus check. And how I did that was by explaining how to do your change of address, how to utilize their informed delivery process to see a digital picture of those letters and checks coming to you, and even packages or whatever you want to call it. The reason you probably wanted to do a change of address is because you recently made a move and you wanted to ensure that all your information was flowing properly. It took, if you mailed it in, 10 to 14 days as a recap. But if you did it online, it would cost you $1.05 to utilize the service, and it possibly could be processed sooner. However, things between that last video and now have changed, just like with all the other parts of the economic impact stimulus process from the federal government. The IRS has given the United States Postal Service some key points to use and address in regards to those stimulus checks that's being mailed out. This video is about that, how they are using the Postal Service to help them make sure those checks get to the proper place. If this is your first time here at the Two Looker channel, please hit the like button and subscribe. I am Mr. Two Looker. We do a variety of videos here. As of late, we've done some gardening videos, we've done some exercise motivation videos, we've done some vlogging and so on. So if you want a plethora of things and subject matters and reactions at a one-stop shop type channel, this is the channel for you. And that's why we call it Two Looker, my nickname that was given to me from my parents. And we'll go into that video in another time, in another place. But again, this video is for you who's out there waiting still for your stimulus check. I'm going to talk about 3 things that you should do going to help you in your quest to receive your stimulus check. Well, let's take 2 looks with me. Got to drink my tea. Drinking something hot is good during this time because all those germs and things you could do and get burnt up with that hot tea. I like hot tea or straight black coffee from Starbucks or at home, venti. I always mess that word up. But anyway, back to the point. Today, we're talking about 3 things that you should do to receive your stimulus check. Of course, first and foremost, we're going to reiterate, get your basic information correct. How you do that is by looking at those other videos that I talked about, changing your address. Now, the most crucial point I'm trying to make today, keep it real. I like to keep it 100. Whatever you want to call it, I want to give you the truth. I'm not going to give you stuff that you can read upon yourself. I'm going to give you key droplets of what's happening in the process from reliable sources, okay? Family members, from friends, and so on that are working within the United States Postal Service for the most part, and from my own basic research. IRS has spoken. The IRS has spoken. They're updating their database. They also have sent out instructions to assist the United States Postal Service with the delivery of your hard copy check. Some people still like receiving checks. For the life of me, I don't know why, but if you are one of those people, that's your preference, that's your choice, okay? I'm trying to help you. So I'm gonna get off my direct deposit push and all that stuff. Waiting on your check to come. And you've been waiting, you've already done the informed delivery where you're gonna get a snapshot of your check being mailed to you. You already did your change of address, you did it online or you mailed it in, whatever, and everything is correct. The second thing you must do.
You can't handle the truth.
is to remember, do not go to the United States Postal Service extending their lines even more so than what they are normally are. Okay, they're already putting themselves in harm's way working in times like this during the situation that we have. You know what I mean? Without me saying it. So we still have that 6 feet of distance. You want to make sure you're not extending those lines, which could inflame people's emotions, because they have no authority to, and this is key for everyone to remember, to hold your stimulus check. If you've done your change of address, I'm going to give you a hypothetical. If you've done your stimulus due diligence, and what I mean by that, you did your change of address back in October or even recently, and you've been living in your new home within a certain time frame, more than a month, okay? And you've received other mail at this address that you currently live in. Do not, and I repeat, do not go to the old local station post office and extend their lines that they already have, okay? And the reason why I'm saying that, if you haven't noticed, Christmas time is normally the peak season for the United States Postal Service and all carriers, UPS, FedEx, and now even Amazon, and so on, okay? During the Christmas time, and during that time, there's a certain period where, you know, if you try to mail something to somebody across the city, state, whatever, country, whatever, your mail is going to be late. They're going to receive their package within the new year because it's too late. It's a cutoff time. Now, keep that in mind. What's happening now, because there's more people at home, there's more people actually utilizing things that you can do on this computer or your computer, ordering things on Amazon, Etsy, and whatnot, Walmart, whatever, okay? So think of the Christmas season, peak season. Now, you know they have a cutoff for a reason, because they have to hire extra people to handle that load. What's happening now with this situation that we're in is the mail has tripled. It's tripled the peak season.
I have the luxury of not knowing what I know.
And they can't hire enough people to handle what's going on. Circle you see in my hand being the size of the regular peak season. But my fist is the size of those parcels trying to make it through that mail stream to get to you, the customer. That's packages. And for you out there that's waiting on your stimulus check, that's including your stimulus check, has been impacted.
Can't handle the truth.
It's been slowed down because the volume of mail that's going through the system. You may not want to hear that.
Can't handle the truth.
That's the second thing to not do. You can do is utilize your computer to go to the IRS website, because the instructions that the post office is given is, once they attempt to deliver that piece of mail, it's returned to the IRS if that person doesn't live there anymore.
Who's gonna do it?
The IRS will distribute it back to the current address that you're in. That's why it was crucial for you to do your due diligence and get your address information correct with the U.S. Postal Service. Two federal agencies' databases are trying to communicate with each other to get your mail to the right place. The U.S. Postal Service began being known as the Pony Express because they got that mail there quick from back in the day, the Wild Wild West. And they still have that 1 day and 2 day express mail guarantee. Y'all know they also have first class mail, which some people call snail mail, because we have the internet where we can email and so on. Your check is going through snail mail. Sit back, relax, make sure your information is correct. This is the third thing that I want you to remember. Chillax. relax. Eventually, you will receive your check. It may not be as quick as somebody with direct deposit. It may not be as quick as somebody who's filed their census information with their right information already in there. It's not going to be as quick as somebody who's already filed their income tax before everything happened. Chill out, relax, and you'll get your stimulus check eventually, okay? So I will reiterate the 3 things that you should do. Make sure you utilize the informed delivery process so you can get a snapshot of your mail coming to you. So when that snail mail stimulus check comes through the stream to you, you can see it coming and when it's going to be delivered. The second thing was to not go to the U.S. Postal local station and extend those lines. That is not going to serve you any good. Thirdly and last point that I need to address is relax, chill out. You may not want to hear it because I said you can't handle the truth, but this is the truth. Relax, do your due diligence, and stay at home, stay safe, stay blessed. Always take 2 looks at everything in life. You never know what you're going to see the second time around. Follow these 3 things and you're going to be all right. Your check will get to you when it's supposed to, as long as you do your due diligence. Peace.